Good morning. How are you? Can't hear you. You're mute.
I forgot I was muted.
How's everything?
I am good. How's everything for you?
Everything is fine. All good.
Um,
Just busy.
yes. Good, busy is a good thing. Are you able to share your screen?
I guess I am. Let me just do I need permission or no? I can just
I'm not sure, but if we run into an issue, are you able to email me?
the presentation, yes.
Yeah.
I can do it right now. Hold on, let me
Oh,
see here.
do you know my email address or do you want me to put it in the chats?
I probably have it here because we're in so many threads together.
Yes.
Just put it here. Okay, let's see if I
All right,
can
hold on.
share it. Yeah, no, I can't share. So let me email it to you.
Okay.
And I also have a handout that I
Okay.
want to give to the agents at the end. So it's kind of an exercise for whoever wants to put a team together. They can
Okay.
go through the self-evaluation.
Okay.
So I'll just send that one as well.
Yeah, and I'll see if I can try to put it in the chats for everybody to grab.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Can you just put your email
Yep,
on the
I
chat
can.
quickly here so I can go ahead and grab it? So I'm looking through.
Okay.
So you were leading, Laverne is not?
Yes, Laverne had some issues getting in front of a computer this morning, so
Oh,
she texted me last night.
no problem. Got it here. Okay. Okay, just sent you both, so maybe.
Okay. It'll take a minute.
Yeah. I'm very savvy with Zoom, but honestly, on Teams, I don't, it's not so super easy for me to share my screen. I don't know.
It's a learning curve for sure. And then you're never sure if people can actually see it. And it's just I don't particularly care for Teams, but
Yeah, well, that's
it's a
okay.
big whatever for me.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, I'm hoping it gets here soon. We're not going to let people in until right at
9,
yeah,
8:30, right? Yeah.
yeah. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Teresa.
¿Cómo estás, Daniela?
Hi, Teresa. I'm doing good. Super busy, but very good. So can't
A-
complain.
Amen. As long as it's a good busy.
It is good busy, yes.
Amen to that, sister.
And how are you? Are you in Puerto Rico?
Yes, ma'am. Still here.
Hey,
I've
Daniela,
been
I just put my corporate email in the chat too because it hasn't showed up yet, just in case.
Okay, let me just put it here. I'll send it again. Teresa, did you get any of the storm because of that hurricane?
No, no storm.
Oh, good for
No,
you.
we had some rain, like just a lot of rain in my area,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing, nothing, no heavy winds or anything like that, just some rain. Praise God, because don't
I
need any of
sent
that
it.
right now. Definitely praying for the people that got hit because they were hit pretty hard.
Yes. Are you coming for the Growth Summit?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No, not for the Growth Summit. No. I'm doing it online.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Because I have to still go to the leadership retreat and then I have to fly to Miami for the Christmas, whatever
mhm.
gathering we have to have. And yeah. And I have to fly to Las Vegas because my daughter's having a baby and she's due mid-December. So I have to be there.
Oh, that's good news. She moved to Vegas not long ago, right?
She's
Or
been in
no?
Vegas no, she's been in Vegas for about 5 years.
Ah, okay, no. So that's
So
another
this
one.
is her second baby.
Ah,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, no, I'm getting confused with the lady of the title company that I worked. She moved to Vegas a year ago because her daughter moved to Vegas and she wanted to be closer to the grandkids. She would actually help her.
Yeah, that's what my daughter wants me to go help her because she's having a C-section, so I have to kind of be there
Oh, yeah.
at least for the first week or so to help her with the baby until she
Gotcha.
feels better.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Daniela, no email yet.
Oh my gosh, what could that be? I sent it through like Gmail, to be honest. Is there any way you can like kind of like when you
Put
go
your
to
email in the chat and then I'll email you.
okay.
I completely forgot that you guys had a time change and we don't change time. So I was up earlier, like logging in an hour before.
Ah,
And I'm like, oh, wait. It changed. I looked at the date. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's November 3rd. It changed yesterday. Let me regroup.
Gillian, I sent you two emails, so either or if you want to copy both, just so this is weird. It says here, and I'm going to copy myself as well.
and I got one.
Good morning, Ms. Rosa. Mm.
All right, the subject line just says Gail.
Okay.
Let me double check.
And
Oh,
I'm
I got it.
actually
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you
I
got
got
it?
it.
Oh, okay, good.
It
Because I
finally
was
showed
about
up.
to send to Teresa as well.
Good morning, everyone. I unmuted myself.
Good morning, Rosa.
Let's see here.
Were you guys experimenting buyers saying that they were waiting for a rate drop to make a move, or
No, not really. I
I
didn't
have
get
that
any.
with my listings here. A lot of people saying that, and I'm just curious to see how people are reacting about that.
I mean, I think the market is starting to move again, but well, at least here anyway. I still have a listing some up there in Florida that's like we're getting showings, but no bites.
Oh,
And I'm like,
Kellyanne, let me just see something here. Maybe there's a picture missing in one of these slides. I'm just trying to. When I print it on the PDF, sometimes a few things disappear. So no, oh no, that's okay. It's showing. I think you have everything there.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm trying to share my screen now. All right. You guys have to tell me what you see.
Yeah,
see
we see
building
it,
here.
but I think you have to click on the entire screen.
Well,
Now we
can you
see your
still see
email.
it?
No, we see your email.
Okay.
Yeah, we see your email.
All right. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna let everybody in and we're gonna figure this out, so. Because it's 8:31 and I don't wanna. Teresa, are you able to help me let everybody in?
It's not giving me that option because I'm not for some reason on this like
Rosa, are you?
I
group.
don't see that it's allowing me to.
Mm-mm.
You have to click on people.
No, it's not.
Mm,
You are the presenter
I
and all
clicked
of
on
us are
people.
just attendees, so I don't think we're gonna have to.
Yeah, because
Doesn't
you're down as an organizer, but we're not.
Okay.
We're not. So
True.
we can't.
All right, let me, I hate it when
If you
nobody
click
tells.
on share, doesn't it give you the option for
No,
multiple
because
people?
Teams is different than Zoom.
Yeah.
All right, so let me try one more thing. Yeah, it's not letting me share. So, we're gonna have to do it the way where it wasn't nice and tidy. Sorry, this is the only way I can do it.
I don't see anything on the screen.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Hold on. All right, do you guys see it?
Yes, but as a
It's an attachment. This is the best way I can do it.
If you download
Yeah.
it
Download
and
it.
open the
It
attachment.
won't open downloads. Teams will not allow me to open it up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you click on the right hand top corner, it has like a little screen with an arrow out where it probably would show the entire screen.
No, we're seeing your whiteboard.
Yeah.
There's no way you can add us as an organizer too? Gail?
Nope. I don't know how to do that. Oh my God. I don't know. And now I don't know how to turn my whiteboard off. Oh my God. All right, I'm out.
We see the whiteboard.
Yeah. It will not allow me to click on the PDF that I downloaded. I don't want the whiteboard. How do I get it off?
Do you want to share that presentation with me, Daniela? And then what I can do is let everybody in and we'll tell them to switch to a Zoom. I'll put a Zoom in the link and then we can switch it to a Zoom.
Yeah, I mean, if you switch to a Zoom, I can go ahead and
share.
share myself as well, because
Oh, yeah, because I have sharing capabilities.
Here's
and-
Ace. Ace, turn on your microphone. We have a problem.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. I can't share the presentation. Daniela doesn't have admin capabilities and I don't know how to share. It's
Do
not
you-
letting me share it. Can you share
do
it from
you-
your screen?
I'm on the road. Do you have admin capabilities?
I do, but it's not letting me share the presentation.
Can you assign Daniela as an admin?
I
He
can't.
doesn't know how.
I don't know how, and it's not allowing me. This
Okay,
person
so
is a meeting guest and I can't identify.
send me I guess through text message if you could send me the presentation. I'll try my best to share it over here.
See if you have the sharing capabilities, Ace, because I know I
I,
don't understand.
I do not actually.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could share my screen. Hold on. No,
So
it
when you
does not
can,
give me share.
so when you click on share, Gillian, what do you see?
Do you guys see what's in front of you?
Yes.
Yes, it
Well, we
says
see,
building.
but it has your email to the side of it as well.
No, I understand that, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes, we can see your screen.
We can see it.
can you see at least see the presentation? Let me do
Just
one
the
more
building
thing.
part.
Yes, the
Wait a minute. Let
building
me do
part.
one more thing. Let me do one more thing.
You might just want to add people in already, because if not, they're gonna leave.
Yeah.
Isn't it best if we just try Zoom then and
Yeah.
share?
It'll be hard to transfer everybody over, but Gaylianne, we could see what you were sharing right there. All you had to do was hide your email, or we
All
could
right,
see
hold on
your
a minute.
screen.
Now I can't find you guys. All right, there you are. All right, let's let everybody in, and at least you can start talking, and I'll see if I can figure it out.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. Welcome.
Guys, please mute yourself.
When you knock on the door, can you see who's on the other side? Let me, Wanda, I'm gonna tell you this, whether it's working or not, you will always have to tweak.
Hello, everyone. Hang tight, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Thank you for being patient. Hang tight. We're here.
All
Just
right,
give
I'm
us a
sorry,
couple
guys.
minutes.
I can't figure it out.
What is happening, Gail?
I can't share my screen for the presentation for Daniela.
What if I ask Laverne to give me permission?
Yeah, that
I don't know
would
if she's near her computer.
There.
hang tight, guys. We're just getting some technical difficulties out of the way.
Gail, but do you have the share button come up?
I do, but it won't allow me to share the PDF file.
No, but maybe you can, on the share button, you
Share
can
your
give
screen.
access to another person.
It won't allow me to do that.
Gillian.
It won't allow me to share my whole screen.
Hmm.
Gail, try the three little buttons next to Daniela's name and see if it gives you an option to make her an admin.
It doesn't.
No, okay.
Mute, disable, camera, disable, mic, pin for me, spotlight for everyone, fit to frame.
Sienten que ya tiene que estar haciendo vaina, conociendo gente, relacionando.
Okay, well, while they're figuring it out, good morning, everyone. This is Ace. I want to take the opportunity to remind everybody that this week on Thursday is our Growth Summit. Growth Summit is the one time in the year where we separate a day to talk about marketing, technology, unveil everything that's coming up ahead in the curve. The way I like to picture it is everybody waits to the end of the year, they take off for vacation, and then they say, well, now it's January, let's jump back in. But in Growth Summit, it's going to show you how to stay ahead of the game, how to automate a lot of the stuff that you're doing. So while others are taking a break, you can maintain a constant view on your audience, constant presence, reinvent yourself. I'm going to upload something in the chat right now. I basically created it in less than 3 minutes, and it is amazing. Let's pivot and let's leverage artificial intelligence to help us get ahead in marketing, get ahead in branding. If you have to reinvent yourself, this is the perfect time. Growth Summit 2025. It's going to be this Thursday. There's a virtual option and then there's an in person option as well. I personally learn in person best, and I hope to see you guys there. And also, let's use this as a tool to invite others. So, if you guys have somebody from another company that you would like to invite, we at La Rosa Realty, Joe and Dina, want to extend that opportunity and invite them for free to come visit and come experience our family, our passion, and growth. So please submit a ticket and say, hey, I'm going, but I would like to bring a friend outside of La Rosa, and they will give you a special code for them to get their ticket free. So let's move. Let's see. Let's take this to the next level, and let's take our marketing and branding to greater heights this year. Daniela is a whiz at this. We're constantly brainstorming. I can't wait to see. I'm personally here because I want to hear what she has to offer today. But let's meet up at Growth Summit 2025. God bless you guys. Have a great week.
Thank you, Ace.
Ace.
Thank
Oh,
you,
there we
Ace.
go.
Daniela,
There it
I
goes.
make you a presenter. I make you a presenter, Daniela.
You made me? Oh, yeah, I see here.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. You're gonna have to show me how to do that.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it.
Let me see now if I.
Maybe you didn't have the power because it was in the same place that you see disabled. It gave
Yeah.
me the opportunity to make her a presenter. So I did.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
Do
thank
you guys see
Maria.
my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead here and I'm going to put on a present. See if you're seeing my entire screen now.
It
Do you see
says
the
click.
Yes,
presentation
we
or
can.
you see my
Yes.
screen?
It says click to
Well,
exit to get the full screen.
we can see your screen.
Okay, now you see my Canva page, right?
Yes. Yes. Correct.
So I'm gonna present. See if you see the presentation or if you see still my Canva.
It says click to exit full screen.
Okay, no, so then I'll just put probably my PDF. It's gonna be easier. Can you see this screen now?
No, we're
PDF?
still seeing your Canva.
Okay, so. I'm gonna have to share a tab. Okay, now I think it's gonna go. Do you see
There
it
we
now?
go. Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Perfect.
All right. So thank you everyone for waiting for our technical difficulties, but here we go. Without any further delay. So thank you everyone for coming. And I'm gonna talk today about building teams because it might inspire some people. It might bring some reality check to the ones that are trying to do it or and seeing what it takes. So this is a step that I took a few years back and I learned a lot. And I can say that today I have a very well structured team with great agents. And I'm so glad that Laverne and all the leaders asked me to come and speak to you because I wanted to bring a little bit, I would say, the tip of the iceberg of building a team, but we're going to go through the most important parts of it. And at the very end of this presentation, we're going to put on the chat for you like an exercise that you're going to be doing, like a self-evaluation to see how ready you are to start growing a team. because that exercise is going to make you kind of see what you're still lacking in order to start your team. Okay. So the first thing that I want to start talking is about, we're going to go over, we're going to be working beyond motivation. So we're going into systems, structure, and leadership mindset that take a team truly work. Because the first thing you have to have when you want to grow a team, you must have a vision. You must know where you want to be, and like, what do you really want? What's so important to you that this is how I want my team to be or look or do or perform. So you have to have that vision, and it takes some time for you to look and decide what you want. Maybe you already know, but the fact is, without a vision and knowing where you're going to get, there's no way you're going to get there. After you know your vision, it's time for you to structure it and do your business plan for your team. You have to draw the path where you're going to go, and then from there you're going to start seeing results. If you don't have structure, you're not going to go anywhere with your team. So let's talk about why we're talking about a team. So the first thing that I want to talk to you is, team building is not about yourself, it's not about your ego or only expansion. It is about sustainability. It's about leverage. It's creating impact beyond yourself. It's helping others get where they want to be with everything that you already know. Because the reality is that not a lot of agents want to be in a team, or they don't know how good it is to be on a team, or maybe they're just like, okay, I like being solo agents, this is fine too. But the fact is, 87 of the agents, they stay solo, but only a fraction of these 87% of agents, they reach scale. They're going to go somewhere else. So yeah, anyone said anything?
Estoy tratando de entrar aquí, tú tienes una cuenta con Microsoft, ¿no? No.
Okay, I guess
¿Y
someone
ahí?
needs to mute.
Please mute
Para entrar
yourself,
aquí en la
guys.
computadora.
Mute yourself.
Lillian, please mute.
Okay, so one thing, I was reading that like a research on Redfin Inman, that 71% of the agents did not close one transaction last year within the past 12 months. And NAR says that only 49% of the agents, of these agents, they will sell only 0 to 1 properties per year. And if you look at all the transactions that are being done today, nowadays, according to NAR, 20% of the realtors, of all realtors, are responsible for 90% of all the transactions. So what it means is that only a fraction, only a small part of realtors are handling almost all the transactions, 90% of the transactions of the country. And if you look at any of these agents that are within these 20% that are handling 90% of the transactions, they are agents that are well structured. Not necessarily they are in a team. Most likely they are, usually they are. But even if they are solo agents, they are structured. So as Laverne said last week, this call is going to bring you a lot of information about building a team, but the basics of it, the structure, the plan, it goes for everyone, even if you are a single agent. If you don't have a plan, if you don't perform your plan, if you don't structure and you put it into practice, nothing is going to happen. You will be part of the 71% of agents who did not close any transaction. So this is what we try to avoid. What it takes to build a team. Growth demands collaboration and structure. So you must be fond of working together, doing collaboration and structure, working within structure. And you have the right team can multiply results, but the wrong one can drain your business. So if you, okay, I'm going to put a team together, but you don't have structure, you don't have a plan, then guess what? It's just going to drain your energy. Nothing will happen. People will not perform. You're going to be spending a lot of time in your team, and they're going to be running everywhere and not doing what they have to do, which is sell properties. So this is something that you have to be very, very aware. You have to hold them accountable. This is extra work, but this is what building a team is. So just going back a little bit, and maybe some of you will relate to that, because a few years ago, I thought I had a team, but I didn't. I had a partner, I did not have a team. We used to work 50-50 on every transaction. But at the end of the day, that 50-50 split on our commission did not mean 50-50 commitment. And I honestly don't know many teams, if I know any team that actually, if you are like, doing 50-50 with one person, like both people will do exactly the same thing. They will have the same amount of commitment, of passion on doing everything. So there's always a way that, okay, you're gonna work more and I'm gonna get less paid. So at the end of the day, that's the situation. So I did not have a plan. I did not have a brand. I did not have a structure, because every time I wanted to go to the right, my partner did not want to spend the money. He wanted to stay where he was. Let's do this. Oh, no, that's not important. And you know why it was important? Because I was doing everything. I was doing 90% of the work, and my partner was getting paid 50% of the commission. So at that point, after so many years, I was getting tired of that. And I started looking, I was like, well, we have to grow. Yes, we have to grow, but we don't really need to grow because you are already working and I'm getting paid. So, and it was so difficult for me to get out of that situation. It was so difficult for me to see that, to accept it, and then to start taking the move, because it was a very, very difficult move for me in a long-term situation. It took me a long time to understand, to see, to accept, and to move on. So with no plan, no brand, no structure, sharing my commission, I learned the hard way that a team without a system is just a partnership, and it was confused. So at the end of the day, you know what happens, someone will leave not happy, situations are never ideal. So understand and look around you. Is it a partnership or is it a team? Because this is something different. Then what happened? That was the moment that I decided to review everything. I had to take a step back, and I took about 6 months of my career, and I did not sell anything. I did not prospect. I did not do anything. All I did was create my team. I hired help to create a team because it's not easy, because I had to create all documents. I had to go over so many things. I needed time because it consumes a lot of time. So during these 6 months, I was getting ready. I was putting the structure of the team together. So when I was ready after that, I started hiring. So the first thing that I had to do is, you can't scale if you haven't defined what you want. So a sharp team starts with clarity. So first thing I had to do, I stopped everything to evaluate what was and wasn't working. So I was making a list. Okay, this is something that I don't like when it happens. It makes me feel super bad. I don't feel like I'm going anywhere when these things happen. So what then? What do you want to happen? Okay, this is what I want to happen. This is how I want things to be. This is how I want to feel every day. So I started making these lists, and that gave me a lot of clarity of where I did not want to go. Then I listed
Can I
what
ask you
I,
something, Daniela?
yes,
I'm sorry that I interrupt, but before you continue, I think
uh,
this is awesome what you are doing here. But I believe that a lot of agents that are here doesn't have the clarity of what is the structure that you are talking about. Can you elaborate a little bit more when you say a structure that you need to have that structure because they they may confuse that with systems. What is exactly that you mean or that you find out that you don't want, that you need that structure? How do you see it?
Well, it depends on what you really want. Like in my case, I wanted to grow myself. I wanted to have a bigger number of transactions around me, but I wanted to help people. I did not want to do it myself. I wanted to do it with other people, and I wanted to help these people to do a transaction. At the same time, they were getting paid, I was getting paid, and I was helping someone who did not know exactly how to do. So this was something that I wanted. And what I'm trying to bring here, and what you're going to be doing when you do your self-evaluation at the end of this, you're going to have to come up with the things that you want. I'm not talking about systems yet. I'm talking about where do you want to be? I want to have a team where I am a leader and I give leads to my client, to my agents. Or I want to be a leader that I don't want to give leads. I want to teach my agents how to get leads. This is my case. Okay, that's how I work. So this is how I designed my team to be. Oh, I want to be a leader where I work 100% with my clients, with my agents in all transactions. No, I want to be a leader that I'm going to be a mentor. I'm going to be not so much into the transaction, but I'm going to give more ideas, highlights. Okay, do this, do that, don't do this. This is not right. So you have to define how much you want to get involved into transactions, how much everything comes from what you really want to do. Because if you start doing things that you don't like to do or you don't envision for yourself, you're going to be having people who trust you to perform certain things. And then you're going to say, you know what, I really don't like doing it. So then you're letting people down. So when I say clarity is what really works for you. Where do you want to be? I don't know. I want to grow a team. So a year from now, where do I want to be? How do I want to be working? So this is what I mean. I don't know if it was clear.
Yes, it was, but in most important things is what is the expectations that those team members have from you. If they are clear what they are going to get directly from that leader, because I have teams right now that they are dissolving because they don't see the value of the leader. They are
Yeah,
was
we're going to talk
expecting
about this.
teams. Exactly.
Yeah,
Sorry
we're
that
going to
I got
talk
ahead.
about this because once you like you list what you truly want to build, then you will define your niche, your values, and your vision. So this is super important that you're going to be defining what are your values. You have to write a manifesto. Like, what is your team here for? In my case, my team is we want to assist international investors to invest with excellence, with confidence, with trust. Because in my team, I defined a niche. I want to work for investors that speak Portuguese, that come from Brazil. So this is all we do all day long. All our presentations, our buyer's consultations, our buyer's guide, everything is in Portuguese because this is what we're going to give to our clients. So you have to define if you're going to be working with a certain, like, I don't know, I'm going to work with first time buyers. We're going to build a team that is going to be specialized in first time buying properties. So we're going to build everything around it. I'm not saying that you're going to be so niched or not. It's your decision. You can, of course, we do all kinds of transactions in my team as well. Our our main goal is the Brazilian clients, but we also work with any clients, and we have other clients too, you know. But it's just like how well defined you have to be. You have to define your niche, and then you have to define your values. What is your value? What do you cause for the ones that are going to be your clients? What is the impact that your team is going to build in the lives of the clients? What is the impact that you as a leader will bring to your agents? This is super important because the moment you grow a team and you are a leader of a team, you have to be there for them. You have to understand like what are the strengths of each agent, what are the weak points, and you have to work around them and try to bring the best out of them. You have to help them just to see what they're doing that is not working and how to get out of that and go to a place of light where they're going to thrive. So these are like 3 steps that you have to take about defining your niche, your values, your vision. You can always get the help of ChatGPT, and you can talk to ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, I want to create a team. I am ready to create a team. And I wanted you to ask me 10 questions, one at a time, about my leadership, about myself, about my style, that will help you to define my values and my vision. And you're going to respond these 10 questions. And ChatGPT will come to you and will give you a very laid out value ideas and vision. And you're going to see if it works for you, if that's what you want. There's another thing another exercise that I use a lot to define your values. Get a list of 3 people that you admire. It doesn't matter. It could be the Pope, it could be anyone. And get these 3 people and list 5 adjectives that you admire. What makes these 3 people the ones that you admire the most? And you're going to see the adjectives that repeated the most in all of them are the ones that are your values. This is as clear as that. So this is going to help you to define your values. Then after that, you have to understand the structure that will actually create freedom, because it does not limit your creativity. It frees you to focus on what matters the most. Once you have everything well structured, up and running, you're going to have things will work, will develop by themselves. They will just happen because the structure, the system is already implemented. So then you're going to have time to do the things that matter the most, which is prospecting or helping your agents or being there for them. You're going to have a list of what you want. And here, I'm not going to give you the answers, or I'm not going to tell you, okay, these are the documents that you have to create for your team. This is what you need to do, step 1, step 2, and step 3. This is pretty much a discovery for you to see what it takes. But each team leader, each team will have their own system to be implemented, because what works for my team may not work for your team. There are some basics which we're going to be talking about now. But the thing is, you're going to have to discover through your needs, through your vision, through where you want to be, what do you need? So the first thing that I'm a firm believer is the standard operating procedures, SOPs, for everything. I have SOPs created for everything, for my interview, for my of agents. So whenever I'm going to interview an agent, I have an interview sheet, which I go through. The presentation to recruit, documents. What documents do I need to onboard an agent? So I need to have on my SOP, I need to have my interview sheet. I have to have a presentation to recruit. I have to have a team agreement, commission agreement. I must have an employee handbook. Then I have the SOP for whenever the agent joins. I have an email, welcome email to the agent. Then we have an announcement through the media. We have to, like these are the steps. You have to create a list of steps of what needs to be done for every action of your team. Like we have here, I have an SOP for open houses. So, okay, so you're an agent on my team, you're going to do an open house. Here's what you have to do before you launch the open house. This is how you promote the open house. This is what you have to take to the open house. This is what you do during the open house. This is what you do after the open house. So, buyer's consultation. Okay, this is the SOP for a buyer's consultation. How do you prepare yourself to a buyer's consultation? How do you present yourself? How's your presentation of the buyer's consultation? So all these things are super important, because you have to give the support to the agents. Because once they come in, you're going to tell them, hey, in my team, hello? Okay. So in my team, you're going to be using this, and this, and that. So you're giving them the support. They know where to go. They have the boundaries. They have the recipe of the cake. All they have to do is bake it, but you have to promote it. You have to give it to them. So standards of operating procedures are very, very important. You have to create your own for everything on your team. It's going to give them guidance. It's super important. You have to clear expectations and accountability. Every time an agent comes to your team, like you must have a list of things on your contract that you expect them to do. How many open houses do you need them to do? How the leads are going to be handled? How soon do you want them to contact the lead after you give a lead to them? How do you do with promoting listings? How do they, whatever, anything that is important to you or to them has to be on the document, and you have to clear the expectations, and you must hold them accountable. If there is like a minimum of productivity, okay, this is how many homes you have to sell in a year, you have to hold them accountable. So this is something that you have to be very, very on, because you cannot let the culture not be followed. Define hiring and offboarding processes. I also have SOPs for hiring and for offboarding. Whenever an agent leaves your team, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? So you have to terminate, you have to remove access, you have to reassign leads to other agents, you have to take back their emails and have control of the emails that they're going to be receiving. So that's why it's so important on the onboarding that you give a team email to your agents. And if you want them to go ahead and use the email of the team, you have to say, hey, this is how you use the email. You're not going to use your Gmail, you're going to use my company's email. So all these things are important that you put on the document and that they follow. Another thing is scheduled meetings and performance reviews. Super important, because they expect it. It's just like parenting, with your kids. You always have to set the boundaries. You have to hold them accountable. You have to make sure that they have good grades. You have to make sure that they're eating. And this is in a different scale with agents. So in my team, for instance, I have a weekly meeting of 2 hours, and then I am available for them whenever they need me. If it's an emergency, I'll absolutely take the call at any time, but they know that they will only call me after hours, business hours, if it is an emergency. And you have to set boundaries as well. If it can wait until Monday, it will wait until Monday. If it's something that needs to be resolved today, it will be resolved today. I'm always there for them, but you have to set the pace as well. And performance reviews. It's important that you do like maybe 90 days review or 6 months. Whenever you establish a plan with them, okay, how long is it going to take for you to get from here to here? 3 months. Okay, so 90 days from today, we're meeting again. So this is something that you have to put in your structure. And leadership is not management. Leadership is not about competing, it's about elevating your team. So let's say that you work, like I am a leader, but I also work. I have my own business. So my agents have their own businesses. I have mine. I help them in their transactions. This is the definition that I made. Okay. This is how I wanted to operate my business. I do not want to be a part of their transaction. I'm their leader. I am not their partner. So you have to decide how involved you want to be. But for sure, you have to lead by example and not by control, because at the end of the day, they're self-employed of themselves. They just are working on a certain level partnership with you. So you have to provide tools. And I do provide tools for them with like templates, documents, guides, SOPs. I try to give as many tools as I need. And also these things will come as it needs. Let's say, oh, I have one agent comes to me. I have an investor for, I don't know, for land. So I'm going to go ahead and give that specific agent the tools for finding the land and coming up with a certain value and how these, if he's going to build, how long it's going to take to sell, how much it's probably going to sell for, is it going to be a good investment, not, these are the numbers. So I go to this level of individual needs on the team, and this is important because your agents have to feel like if whatever they need you for, you are there for them. And hold your agents accountable with care and consistency. So don't let things go too long without paying attention to an issue, because it might grow out of scale and it might lead to agents feeling like they're not being nurtured or protected. And so it is also, it's super important that you let them know that if they have a problem, they have to come to you, but you also have to make them feel like you're always there for them. And what agents usually fear about the team is losing control. Sometimes some agents, it could be the leader or it could be the team member. They feel like they're losing control of a transaction, but it all has to be determined by you and your agent. How do you want to handle these transactions? So like, if I give you the lead, am I going to work with you or no? Oh no, I'm just giving you the lead and you do everything. I will just supervise and check documentation. I want to be involved on the emails. So you and your team member have to define. It's better if you have one type of procedure for the entire team, but if you have to make adjustments, you have to make adjustments to a transaction basis or to an agent basis, whatever works. But I can tell you that I don't have any issues with losing control of transactions, neither do any of my agents. They all have full control over their transaction. I supervise and I dig in as I need to help them, and that's it. And I have control of my transactions as well. If I need help in my transactions with my agents, I can share them a split of my commission and say, hey, work with me on this to help me out on, I don't know, showings or inspections or anything. And so this way we can go on a transaction by transaction basis. Another thing is sharing commission. Some agents are very like, oh, I don't want to be on a team because I don't want to share my commission. Well, this is a decision that every individual has to take. I mean, I prefer to share my commission and have help and also have someone to brainstorm and then just like try to embrace the world by myself and not being able to accomplish what I have to accomplish. So if this is something that really bothers you, splitting commission, maybe working on a team is not going to be for you. But I have to tell you, I mean, splitting commission doesn't mean much to me. I'm so much more about the partnership and working together and make things happen on a much lighter way to everyone. I think there's a lot of value, especially for agents that are trying to join team. I can guarantee you that if you have a great leader, there will be so much value for the split that you're going to be giving to your leader, because it's just knowing that there's someone there who's gonna be there for you whenever you need and see things that you don't see, you don't foresee. So the sharing commission myth, it's something that I don't really think it's worth it thinking about it. And more stress, less freedom. I think the opposite. I think it's less stress because you as an agent have your leader to assist you, and you as a leader has an agent to count on. So there's no stress unless you are out of control, unless you don't have a system implemented, unless you don't have rules. And it's as simple as that. Once the expectations are set, there is no stress. But you have to set the expectation. You have to have a very firm line drawn. So if you're afraid of losing control, you have to build systems. If you're afraid of stress, you lead with boundaries. And that's it. That's just what I just said. You draw the line and there's no stress. So one other thing that is the strategy. So if you don't have strategy, your culture, the culture of your team will just disappear. A team will only last when the culture comes before convenience. So whatever is the culture that you want to implement, if you want a culture that is family oriented or faith oriented team, for instance, you have always to lead and to draw your strategies based on that, because you have to hire for synergy, not just skill. Sometimes you're going to see an agent that doesn't have experience, but if you connect to that agent, if that agent has a connection with the culture of your team, with your values, with your vision, it's so much worth to go ahead and hire that person and train that person and make that person what you need, what you think is the best that you will become and that your team needs. Because sometimes agents will come to you, they're super ready, they're full of experience, or they're full of good attitude, energy, but then at the end of the day, you're like, well, I don't think they will click with the values of my team. Well, guess what? It's not going to work. I can tell you that. Because I have in my team, I've been hiring for this team for probably, I think it's going to be 3 years now. And I had a few agents, I probably have a handful of agents that came and left. But you know what? When you hire them, you kind of like, you always know in the back of your mind who's going to work and who's not going to work, because believe in your gut feeling. So if you have synergy, go for it. Train the person, make that person ready for your team, because it pays off, I tell you. Set standards for behavior and communication. This is very important. As I said, if you have a faith oriented team, this is going to be the base of your team and your agents. So guess what? Everybody has to share that opinion, have to have the same behavior, communication. They have to communicate faith through their words. So whatever is your culture, whatever is your vision, your agent has to communicate that through behavior, words, and everything. Balance production and ethics, because of course they have to produce, but they have to have your ethics and your vision. So if you think things are not aligned, it is always best hiring slow, firing fast. Okay, I'm not super good at this, I have to tell you. I mean, I hire slow, but I am not so good at firing fast, because I always tend to give, a lot of opportunities, because I believe in people. I really want to help everybody to thrive. But it is, if production is not coming as expected, or actions are not being taken as set, this is difficult. I mean, with ethics, there's no way. I mean, if the ethics are crossed, then I never had any situation where anyone wasn't really ethic or anything. So no, in this case, I would let go in a heartbeat. But with production and setting standards, I work a little bit longer with that. But this is a leader's characteristic. You have to find yours. Create an environment where accountability is normal. So your agents must understand that you will hold them accountable, and it is normal. This is the culture of the team. If you don't perform, if you don't do what you have to do, your leader is going to be coming after you and say, hey, what's going on? Why aren't you doing this or that? So it has to be normal. It cannot be something like, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this. No, they have to know about it. And what a real standard operational procedure looks like. So as I was saying, you can have like for an agent who's coming in, a welcome email, access setup, onboarding and orientation meeting, branding kit. It's super important that you have a branding book for you to give to your team. What colors they're going to use on their communication, what style of font, what style of language, what are the I don't know, the music they're going to use with their post. What is the vibe? Is it going to be colorful? Is it going to be black and white? You define it. You have to create a branding book, branding kit, and templates for your client, for your agents to use. A weekly check-in schedule, at least once a week meeting. You can do some teams will do 15 minutes every Monday morning to say, to go over the wins and everything. And then they have a monthly meeting. I prefer to meet every week. I think it's way better. Everybody stays connected. We get to know what's going on with each other. We get to help each other with ideas, and I think it builds a stronger team meeting once a week. That's how I like to do it, but you can define whatever works for your team. And you have, whenever a team member joins, it's important to go over the production goals for the first 90 days. If it's not a production only, it has to be a set of accomplishments that they have to do. By 90 days, you must have so many open houses. You must have so many contacts in your database, because this is something strong and big that you have to work on, right? I also have an SOP for my team, which is the database SOP, the sphere of influence SOP. How do I contact one client whenever it comes into my database? What is the first 7 days like? What is the first 30 days like? 90 days, a year? So this way they know how to set that client into their CRM, and from there they can start sending communications and being in contact with them in front of them. So as I said in the beginning, it's not about copying. It's not about, okay, I have a manual and this is what every team should have. No, it's really about designing your own operating manual. That's what I would say that is important. That's why it takes a long time to make your decisions and to think through and put it together. A team playbook, it's very important. I have mine here. This is my agent handbook. In this agent handbook, I have everything. I have my welcome letter. I have my manifesto. I have our values. How do we live our values every day? And what do I expect from them? What are the guidelines? What do I expect it to do? What is the branding that you're going to be using? So it is a mix of my branding book and a guideline for the team, for the new agents. And so here I will define my values, my vision and values. I document the core process, which is, okay, what do you need to do, and establish accountability and standards. So every great team has a playbook. You must have a playbook because this is your guidelines. This is your structure in words and images for your team. In here, you're going to put, how do you expect them to get dressed? How do you expect them to show up? How do you expect them to talk, to communicate? All that is going to be in here. So it all communicates the same thing. Whenever someone sees that person, they will like, okay, well, this person belongs to that team. And now what I have to ask you is if you are ready to lead. So there are some questions you're going to ask yourself, which is, do I enjoy leading others or I prefer independence? There's nothing wrong with that. But some people, they just simply do not appreciate being with people all the time. They prefer to work by themselves. So if you are a person who you're not comfortable to leading other people, then maybe a team leadership is not for you. Maybe you want to work in a team, but under a leader, and it's fine too, because at some point of my life, that's what I wanted. I looked for teams for me to work because I wanted to grow. I wanted to see how things were working. I wanted to learn systems, up to one day that I was like, okay, now I am ready to lead my own team. And do I have time to mentor agents consistently? You have to have time. You have to make time for your team. Same way that you make time for your business, you're going to have to set time, an negotiable time for your team, for preparing your meetings, for being there for your agents, for reviewing their contracts, for assisting them with anything they need. So you have to be good at time blocking because you're going to need it. Do I have systems to support them? Maybe you don't have now, but I just showed you how you can make systems, how you can create systems. And do I know my non-negotiable values? Which, that's what I told you. First thing to create is what is non-negotiable for me. In my team, if you don't operate like this, if you don't do this, this is non-negotiable for me. So you have to have that mindset and have to make it very clear. Because leadership is not for everyone. And it could be for you, but maybe it's not for this moment. It could be later on. You maybe need to get prepared, but you know that the team is here. So you have to be at all times, okay? You have to be clear about if you want to lead someone or not. And maybe not now, but whenever you are ready, I can tell you that the leadership calls and you will know. And if you already know it, all you have to do is start preparing yourself. And so some final thoughts here. I have a picture of my beautiful team here. There's one agent, Adriana. She's not here on this picture. Here, I want to talk to you about final thoughts. So leadership requires structure. Be prepared to have a firm structure. Create systems that will protect your energy. Believe me, once you have systems, you don't have to be going over and over and over the same thing again. So if you have your classes recorded, you have an onboarded agent. Okay, so watch this here, watch this here, watch this there. And then it's you talking to them. Imagine if you have to do it for every agent that comes to your team. It's going to take a lot of time and energy. So systems protect your energy. Culture sustains results and the clarity precedes growth. As I said, you have to be clear. You have to set the light to your path and decide what do you want to go, where do you want to go, what do you want to do, where do you want to be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. So you can't build a sharp team by accident. It is the result of deliberate structure and unwavering leadership. I can tell you that. It took me a long time. Every day I grow. Still today I grow being a leader. I learn with agents that come to the team. I learn with agents that stay in the team. I learn with agents that leave the team. And this is amazing. This is such a great journey. I really love it. I couldn't say anything against building a team. I think it's an amazing opportunity that we all have. And let me tell you, La Rosa Realty has the best tools. I have all the tools right here within our system with our CRM, which is amazing. Me and my team, we use our CRM as crazy people. It puts us in front of our client all the time. They think of us all the time with newsletters, with emails, with auto alerts, with all kinds of things. Our CRM helps us a lot with that. We have my agent account that whatever my agents need, we have the ticket system, which is super fast to get response. So all these things that we have in house that I can tell you other companies don't have, and the family culture here that whenever you need anything at La Rosa, you raise your hand, you have leaders, you have corporate people all there for you. This is not
Hey, good
everywhere. I
morning. Can I
believe
get
most of you guys know.
salmon and egg?
So what I'm going to ask you to do this week, if you think that,
Bread.
okay, I really want to build a team. I
No,
loved
just
it.
scrambled
So
eggs and salmon.
can I ask someone to mute themselves, please? Your move this week, you're going to take 15 minutes to reflect what kind of leader you are, what kind of team would reflect your real values. Write your answers and choose one system that you will start documenting this week. Could it be your process of hiring or your SOPs for the long term of your team? Something like that. Clarity is your first SOP. So maybe you start here. Maybe say, okay, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to be, where I want to go. And this is what I'm going to start doing. From now on, this is my first SOP. And Gillian, I don't know if you had the chance to post the PDF that I sent you on our chat. Oh, you're mute.
Let me see if I can at least figure that out.
Okay, yeah, because so here's what it is. We're gonna give you guys an evaluation sheet where you're gonna fill out. You're gonna do a test with yourself. You're gonna write some stuff from there. It's gonna be a very good beginning for you to start creating your team, or better structuring one if you already have it. Okay, I see here, let me go through the questions here. I see Gigi, how you handle agents who are attending your team meeting, not producing, and decided to leave and become independent once under 100% because they got the knowledge now. Well, if one agent, because I also do coaching, so I have coaching agents and I have team members. So I am under the revenue share program, and everyone who joins my team, this is one of the guidelines of my team. This agent has to be under the UPBB plan. It's non-negotiable. This is something I believe. I like it. I think it's only for the good. So this is how we operate here under Celebration Luxury Team. If you are on my coaching program and after you do your 4 transactions, you have your freedom to do whatever you want to do. If you want to go 100%, you're going to go to 100%, but you're not going to be participating on my meetings. You're not going to have my support. You're not going to have the support of my team. So for you to be with me, you have to have support. And I just had recently a new guideline implemented, discussed with Tiffany as well, that we're going to have a minimum production for the team. So if there's no production for the year, then the agent's going to have to decide whether I want to join another team, stay within the company or not. I mean, I don't know, because I pour so much, and that's what a leader should do. We have to be there for our agents. We have to put them on the right path. And if they don't do what they have to do, in this case, they're not going to produce. And then, at this point, you as a leader will be taking your time from coaching or helping other agents and helping someone who's not taking the step. So if they decide to go to 100%, they're not going to be on my team, Gigi, and they're not going to be part of my meeting, and they're not going to have my leadership. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
I wanted to make a comment first. Thank you so much, Daniela, for this amazing class. And, everything that Daniela said regarding building a team, it requires work, guys. It's not something that is going to happen overnight is first, right? Because, just like Daniela said, she took 6 months to focus on building her team. And, some of our team members are here, and I'd love to hear from maybe one of your team members that's on here today to share what it's like being part of a team where they have a good leader. So I know that there might be one or two that I saw here that maybe they
Let's
can
see
share.
here if they're still here. I saw Karine is here. Karine, Fabiana, can you guys speak? Carla, whoever.
Hi.
Hi, Karine.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Karine.
Good morning. So, what am I have to say? So, I can't imagine be without Daniela for me. She was my coach for like 7 months, Daniela. I don't remember.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm part of the team, and I decided to continue in the team. And I never thinking about the share commission, stuff like that, because what the leader give it to us is so much more than just share commission. And I learn every day. It's the motivation she gave it to us, and all the instructions and everything is worth. Like, I cannot imagine being without Daniela. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Karine is amazing. She puts everything into practice, real practice, like okay, this is your goal, network so many times a week and do that. She goes and she does. And she got transactions from having coffee with people
Mhm.
because she trusted what I told her, said, go and do it. And she's done and she closed transactions. So yeah, she's a rising star too. Thank you, Karine.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I wanted to share with everyone, that, you know, if you want to become a leader, you have to lead by example first, right? Like Daniela does, she leads by example. She's doing what she speaks. She does what she says. And that entails a lot. It entails a lot. It's not impossible to build a team, whether that's a revenue share, your downline team. You also have to be a leader. You can't just bring people in and just leave them in limbo, right? You have to try to lead the people that you bring to this program, that you bring to the company, because again, they're looking up to you to be that leader, to be that person that's going to inspire them, that's going to give them some tools. And you know, for me, share, like you mentioned, shared commission has nothing to do with anything, right? We work because we love what we do. Daniela and many of the leaders here, Gail, we love what we do. We love being able to give back. We love sharing our wins. We love sharing our knowledge. But, you know, as leaders, we also would like people that can follow the same, that to become leaders as well, because it takes a lot to be a leader, but it's not impossible. And I wanted to just again thank you again, Daniela, for this amazing presentation. And yes, and we do need the PDF. Everyone's saying we need the PDF.
It's a
in the
picture. I
file.
took a picture of it. It will
Uh-huh.
not allow me to upload a PDF file. So that picture
Oh,
is what was
no.
shared.
Oh, no, there's more. It's like a 3 pages thing. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can share it here. Oh, yes. Oh, insert link.
And does anybody have any other questions before Daniela ends? This is the time, guys, to ask.
Yes. Okay. I don't know if I could, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I don't know where to put it on the, on my agent account because it's not letting me upload it here, you know, and,
Yeah, Teams isn't like Zoom where you can just upload all the stuff.
let's see here. Well, if I have people emails, I guess I can email. If you want to put your email here, if you want to receive on a chat, and I'm gonna copy them and put on an email. I think that's gonna be the best way because I don't know another way I can do it, because even if I post on my agent account, it's not gonna be in, maybe not everybody's part of the same group, right?
Yeah. But if you put in the WhatsApp,
Daniela,
they
you
don't.
can, if you want to add it to the leadership group, everyone's part of the leadership group. And I believe you have admin access to that.
The leadership, which leadership?
The leadership group. There's a
Are
leadership group.
we, but do you think everybody else is? Let me see here. Let me
Yeah,
see.
everybody is automatically put into that group. So they
Oh, okay.
should already have it in my agent account under groups. They
It-
are, everyone in La Rosa is part of the leadership group.
Is it the leadership committee? No.
Yeah, maybe leadership committee.
Leadership committee. Okay,
Let me
let's
see.
see here.
Let me see if I see it real quick so I can.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to leave it on the leadership. Let's see if I am. No, I am not.
Okay, so send
A
it to
member.
me.
I'll
Send
send
it
it
to
to
me.
you.
And I'll upload it, guys. So just go into the leadership committee group. I'll have it uploaded in the next 30 minutes and you guys can go ahead and access that through there. It should be on, I'm going to put it under files.
Okay. So leadership committee on my agent account. Let me just quickly here, just share the screen so people see it. Okay, guys, here. If you go here to my agent account, then you go to leadership committee. And Teresa's gonna place it right here under files, okay? And then all of you will have access to this evaluating form, so you can take a look and see if you want to become, if you're ready to become a leader. If you're not, you can become. It's not a big thing. It's just like helping you see where you are and what it's going to take for you to become the leader. Okay, everybody. So thank you so much. Let me see here. Okay, thank you. Can tech create a file? Recording and files. Yeah, that's a great idea, maybe, right?
I think that Laverne and I spoke about that a couple weeks back, and she said she was sending all of the recordings to Pedro so that he can create one.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if that's been done yet, but I will follow up.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Great weekend. Great week for everybody. We just came off the week.
Daniela, how can we get your information?
I'm sorry?
Your information, how can we get it?
If you go to my agent account
Uh-huh.
and you click here and you put on search, you put Daniela Galvo. I'm gonna put my
Okay.
phone number here anyway. So, but you can get it there. You have my email. You have everything. And put it
Okay,
here.
perfect. Thank you.
301-4465. And I'll put my email as well.
Thanks for your patience, guys, this morning.
Oh no, thank you.
Yes.
I was late because I had a doctor's appointment, and I'm happy that I was able to see part of the meeting.
Very good, Paula. All right, guys. Happy Monday.
Thank you, Daniela.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.